Hockey Canada Women's Summer Showcase takes on an international feel on day number 2 of the Women's Development Camp. Hello and welcome inside the Markin McPhail Centre and Calgary Olympic Park, the WinSport facilities on hockeycanada.ca. I am Dave Dawson with our HN Live broadcast crew. Pleasure to bring you the U18 red team for Team Canada up against Team Finland. And Finland, these two countries were the last two countries that won a medal at the U18 World Championships a month or so ago. We'll call it mid-June. In America, Finland won bronze, Canada won gold. 9 members of this Finland squad were on that roster, where for Canada, the two teams, white and red, played each other yesterday with red victorious. It'll be red today as they will look to make one team that'll take on the Team USA next week when that summer showcase continues. And here we go. It's Team Finland and Team Canada red. In behind to retrieve for Canada is going to be Sydney Ullman from Chateauguay, Quebec. So 4 different goal scorers for Canada yesterday in the 4-2 victory over White. And back there to pick it up is Ullman. Played for Lac St. Louis and QM 18 AAA this year. Had 10 assists. Sends it along the right side for Jill Hennessy. Had a goal and an assist yesterday. Tied on the camp U18 side in scoring with 2 points. And now Grober had an assist yesterday as well. Was on that gold medal team. So into Finland territory for the first time on the side of the net, trying to force it in front and not able to get a solid shot away. Let's have a look at the Finnish goaltender as Ron Radke, our fine cameraman, is right on tight. And Venla Vari, she played, she's going to be playing for Corten in 22-23, was on loan with S. Kiekko this year, had a .908 save percentage. The top goaltender for Finland in the U18 Worlds, the one who won all of her statistical categories. She's right at the top. Emilia Kirko is not here. So Kula Halkola will back up Vari. Bear with me as I did practice these names before I got on the air. We even got the head coach of Finland to record the pronunciations for me. And Esther Madzia, the communications manager for Hockey Canada, one of the hardest working, nicest women you'll ever meet, is more than willing to jump on top of that for me, and I appreciate that. As Canada comes into the Finnish zone, sending it around is Kruk. She played for Corten this year. A pretty great program in Finland. From what my research does tell me, a number of these players do represent that fine program. And in behind now for Canada, trying to get back up to her feet. And battling there is Alben, or excuse me, that's number 21, Lunny. Now for Finland behind, looking on, is Emma Lappalainen. Shot whistles over top of the cage as Vari has yet to see a high percentage chance yet, and it might be a break for Finland, getting crossed up on the line. But a good backtrack and grabbing the puck for Canada. It's number 42, Ainsley DeTavio. That's what messed me up. DeTavio's wearing 42, and she's 20 on my roster, so we'll make sure to get that fixed now. Momentary confusion. It's all good. There's a blown tire behind the net. Now Finland now. Get something going the other way, but he's turning a little bit physical early on. The game before this one, it's the National Women's Development Program, and there's some more body contact. Yeah, physicality. We love some of that. And here comes Canada with numbers. Down the right wing side, firing. Rebound. Puck still loose in front. Still loose. And who's got it? And the goaltender just bounces on top of it. Vari sandwiches her teammate to make sure that stays out of the net. So a good break down the right wing side to start things off here for Canada. As you see Jackson and Trudeau, the two chat a little bit. That is Haley Trudeau, played for St. Albert in the Alberta Elite Female Hockey League this year. 5 goals, 12 points. I ended up broadcasting a couple of her games as well, so great young lady she is. Canada now back on retrieval. It's Grober, the Ontario native, Toronto. She'll be headed to Cornell University in 23-24 in NCAA, and there's a lot of great players in that program. Here comes Finland, right in front, a chance in tight. Puck still loose again. Mad scramble in front, and jumping on top of it is the goaltender Glover, and hangs on for the face-off. Hang with her there, Mr. Edkey, as you know that, I don't need to tell you. Grace Glover making her second appearance. She made 11 saves yesterday. Saw 2 goals go by her, the Brandon native. Played for Westman in the MFMHL. 11 games this year, 912 save percentage, and a 206 goals against average. Canada now, lead pass off the leg. It's going to come all the way back down onto the goaltender Vadi. Not out of the zone though, is Red after it. And in amongst there is Hennessy. Hennessy had a goal and an assist yesterday too, but crisscrossing with their defender, and Taya McDonald's going to come all the way back down. 5'10" from London, Ontario. Played 29 games for London, the OWHL this year, 9 assists. On the right side, it's Caitlin Kramer, had a goal yesterday as well. And now Serdachny, whose cousin plays on the National Development Program. My apologies, I said her sister in the previous broadcast. Corrected there by the fine folks at Hockey Canada, and right in, they score! Emma Lapalainen gets the opening goal, and Finland is up 1-0. Lapalainen from her knees, swept it along the goal line, past the goaltender Glover to make it 1-0. Here comes Finland again. Over the line, whiffing on it. That was Teely Karanen. Now comes Canada. In behind, going after it. That's Ashley Allard. Down there playing pitch and catch with Tatavio, but pickpocketed by Tuuli Talinen. Had 5 games she played in the bronze medal effort in USA a month and a bit ago. And Finland out again, but a little bit crisscrossing, discombobulated. Will allow the Canadian sweater to come back and break it up. Settled down behind the net by goaltender Glover, and out comes Canada. Shots are 3-1 for Finland. On the left side now, it's Law. Getting directed into the corner to the point for Datavio. Datavio waits, fires through traffic, and the goaltender, Vadi, was able to hang on to that one, no problem. Nice wind up by 42 Red Datavio. We'll let that one rip. So lining up for the draw is going to be Alex Law from Markham, Ontario. She'll be heading to Boston University in 23-24 in NCAA, and just trying to get a correction here on the in-house game clock. So Law lines up for it and is victorious in that category. Now Ullman puts it in behind for Law. Her support is Botterill, the cousin of Jen Botterill, a name you'll probably be very familiar with if you do watch the sport of hockey. Turning and firing again. A nice glove save by Venla Vadi, who's putting on a bit of a demo reel of her own in the opening few minutes. As Canada will make wholesale changes. You see Ullman right to the bottom of your screen there for Red. Sydney Ullman played 20 games for Lac St. Louis in QM 18 AAA, 10 assists through 20 games this season. Shot from the point, scores! Vari got a piece of it, but ended up sliding by her and into the top shelf, and Canada has tied it up. Emma Venucio puts it top shelf. So they tried that glove hand side a few times, and Vari was able to come up with a save this time. Blocker, she thought maybe she got all of it, but a puck kind of tricked her a little bit. It was past her top shelf. And we're all tied up at 1. It's a really high-paced, high-speed hockey game, physical. Great stuff, just what you love to see. Thanks so much for tuning in today, wherever you are watching from. Baxter now over the line, zips it, and saved by Vari. As Baxter and company will go off for a line change. Let's see if I can get this mouthful in before she leaves. Nope, won't be able to. She did get a goal yesterday, though. Important information for you to know. Pickenhagen leaves it there. At the line for Grober. Centering attempt is nobody home, so Finland is going to accelerate the other way. It's Katula from Helsinki, Finland. Tries to bring it in over the line, but momentarily, and the red sweaters are out the other way. And with speed in the foot chases, Grober has had a good start to this one. Out there with Hennessy. Hennessy from Mississippi Mills, Ontario. And across at the line. Kramer waits for the return pass. She gets it, and a shot is blocked. More pressure for Canada. Right in front, and a good stick check to prevent almost what potentially could have been a sure goal. I know Kruk made sure to got the twig in there and prevent anything crossing the line. And here's Finland. Back there to get us Teely Karanin. Played for Karpat this year. 14 goals and 26 points in 22 games. Over the line comes Canada. Oh, Allard, what a move! Allard fires and missed the net by about 6 inches. Momentum carries it all the way back into the Canada zone. So Finland struck early. Canada got one back, and there seemed to have a little bit of momentum here as Varjanen sends it up through the middle. But only to outside the line. Canada continually tilting the ice in their favor. Lead pass right on the tape. In comes Red. McDonald waits. Aubin, Alexia Aubin will dump it in. Had an assist yesterday as well. Stansted College, she played there this year in the JWHL. From Levi, Quebec is Alexia Aubin. Allard now over the line. It's a leg. But on the retrieval helping out is Alex Law. Team is changing, so, on a nice drop pass, right on the tape, zipping it, doink, off the goalpost, right in front again. Botterill had a whole burst of speed off of the bench, right on a pillow and put it off the bar. As we are going to have a too many players on the ice penalty here against Team Finland. So Canada will get the game's first power play as we are nearing the midway point of the opening frame. So the face-off will come in the Finland zone. And we will see who the one serving it's going to be. Nope. I thought that I saw the circular motion. I could have sworn I saw that too many players on the ice motion, but I've been wrong before, and I'm not going to lie, it's going to happen again at some point in time. Claire May Van Hoek Cachero plays it in front. Potentially one of my favorite names on all of these rosters. Oh, and a high hit. Oh my, Finland player looks to be okay. I'm not sure, I didn't get a great angle at that if it was in chest or whatever, but Kari thankfully is okay. Not sure if it was just a bystander or incidental contact. I don't have the advantage of replay on this, but to me it might have looked a little high. But anywho, we'll keep an eye on Kari, hope she's okay. Just caught a glimpse of it in the last second and looked a little bit worse than maybe it was. As often sometimes those things happen in the game of hockey, as you saw Paulo Sarri on your screen there momentarily. She had 3 games she played in that U18 Women's World Championship in June. And out comes Canada. Oh, what a move! Down the right wing side. Here's Trudeau and loses the puck. Just slides off the heel of her stick. And now the goal scorer for Finland, Lapalainen. Couldn't get it across the line. Trudeau trying to track it down again. And Salonen through neutral. Playing it to herself is Katula, Evelina Katula. And Trudeau loses her footing again. Now Grober dumps it in. She's had a really good start to this game and end of a long shift. She'll go off on a change. At the point. Leaving it there for Ullman. She'll step up. Sydney Ullman. Trying to open up some ice in front of the cage, but Kruk, who's been pretty good defensively, not allowing any red sweaters, any potential rental space on her real estate in the blue paint. And out comes Finland. Nice couple little moves there. A shimmy shake from Karanen. Played for Karpat this year and puts that one right into Glover's chest. And she'll hang on for the face-off. As Karanen goes off, we'll get 22 games played. She had 26 points, also a goal and 3 points in the U18 showcase. Or U18 World Championship. Hennessy now. Little touch pass through neutral. Starting up a foot chase, and the red sweater going after it. It's Pickenhagen. Played for Ridley College this year. Shot in front. Is all alone and can't get a handle on it. A rolling puck for Pickenhagen. I was momentarily tongue-tied, and she was tied up by the puck, so we were kindred spirits momentarily. And Vary was very sure to sit on that as Pickenhagen goes off for a line change. As there's a look at McDonald. That's Taya McDonald, London, Ontario. 29 games for London in the OWHL U22. Had 9 assists this year. Draw to the left side of Vary, won by Canada. Shots are 6-4 in favor of Canada. Now in behind. Down low is Lunny from North York, Ontario. Shot from the point, Vary no problem. Puts that in her glove and calmly sits for the faceoff. That's Salonen on your screen for Team Finland. That's Paulina Salonen. 25 games played for TPS this year, 13 goals and 17 points, including 5 games played in the World Championship, the U18, and 3 points, including 1 goal. Canada off the draw. McDonald at the point, whistles wide, hoping for a deflection. All been wrestling in front, and now Finland is going to bring it out. Haven't really had any possession other than that goal that was more off of a rush that had a rebound. Finland would love to get some more possession time, and that's Tilly Karanen. Stands 5'6". Not to be confused with Heidi Kokora, who stands 6 feet tall. There are some really, really tall hockey players in these programs, where Tatavio now at the point. Generally, often in the women's game, the heights kind of go between 5'5" and 5'9", sometimes 5'10", but 6 feet is fairly rare in the women's game, but it's spectacular to see that kind of thing. Shot deflected from the point. And Botterill, who's had a great start to this game, 52 red, deflects that one out of play. So Danica Botterill from Portage La Prairie, Manitoba, had a birthday exactly 1 week ago today. So happy belated to you, young lady. Played for Central Plains this year. 29 goals, 42 points, and 32 games played. Law now at the line. Down low for Botterill. Whacking away at it for Finland, and trying to get it out momentarily there was Kokora. But deep again in the Finnish territory. So again, they had game's opening goal, and there hasn't really been a lot of possession time. It's heavily tilted in the Canadian favor. Team Canada red and white. White played yesterday, they'll play tomorrow. I'll have 2 games for you tomorrow, and Mr. Labardius and Sandra Persino will have the rest after that. Shot coming in, off the leg, blocked off the stick of Baxter from New Westminster, BC. Now DeTavio sends it across there. Venucio over to line, fires! Oh, did she ever uncork that one? Emma Venucio on a half whip. It was almost a snapshot. Surprised Vary. She definitely surprised me. I'll say that much, but she let that one rip. Got all the torque in it that she needed. Maybe a little more. Venucio patrols, waits. Instead, it goes down deep again. That's Morgan Jackson from Courtney, BC. Playing it in front. Second a chance at it. It's a deflection, and Venucio steps on to keep it down low. Trudeau patrols the point. Officials telling them to move it along. Now Venucio, head on a swivel. What are her options? Doesn't see what she likes. They'll keep the puck pressure on. From the point, Venucio respected heavily. Deflected, puck still bouncing around. Can't clear it. Alden scores! Walking in and absolutely ripping it. Top shelf for Grandma Keeps, the peanut butter and chocolate chip cookies, and it is 2-1 Canada. Sydney Albin made no mistake. Pressure, pressure, and more pressure for Canada as Finland kind of hemmed in their own zone. So a great job by Venucio as well, stepping up on the play, allowing puck support, moving the attack zone around, which freed up the ability for Alma to walk in and absolutely uncork one. Top cheddar, as they say. And it's 2-1 Canada. They have a pair unanswered. Hennessy now. And if you're a fan of the Finland program, I'd imagine you would probably want a little more zone time. And they could have something here. Bouncing puck in front. No, it's going to be Canada. And it could be a 2-on-1. And here they go. Down the wing. Right in front. And off the heel of her stick. Hennessy on the touch. It just jumped up on her on the last second. Side of the net again. Whole bunch of bodies around the crease. Firing. And Vary had to be Vary sharp to make sure that biscuit stayed out of the basket. Who do we got, Mr. Ron Radke? Caitlin Kramer, Chris Colwell on top of the statistics there. Thank you, my friend. Kitchener, Ontario. 22 assists this year for Kitchener in the OWHL. Now Grober is going to send it across to her teammate who dumps it in. Canada's got to tag up, though. And back there for Finland is Erika Kankunen. Only momentarily. More pressure from Canada. Over the line. Cernak! And he zips it. Nice low blocker save. 14 inches off the ice where they want you to put a puck, and Vary was the one whose blocker got there first. 4 minutes remaining in the opening period here on hockeycanada.ca. On day number 2 on the intra-squad games has an international feel to it as the summer showcase, an incredible event it has been right throughout the summer, and the USA-Canada series coming up next week. We are very excited about that. Not before it's Canada-Finland the rest of this week, along with the intra-squad games between Canada White and Canada Red, which will eventually narrow down to one program for the Canada-USA games. Dave Dawson and our HN Live broadcast crew. I'm so honored to be part of these incredible events with Hockey Canada. And that is almost too many players on the ice penalty. I was a trigger happy on that about 5 minutes ago, but I don't know. It looked like that maybe, but I could be wrong. Law sends it across. Good news, Kari's back on the ice after taking a bit of an awkward bump a few moments ago on the one time. That goes off the heel of a stick and into the corner. Now the centering attempt. Scooped up by Abby Stonehouse from London, Ontario. Stonehouse toe drag and zips it over top. Kept in by McDonald. 12-4 the shots in favor of Canada. I've got a pair unanswered here in the opening 20. This could be a break for Finland, and it will be. It is number 19, Kokora. who just rips it from the top of the circle, and a bit of maybe a frustration play of reading her body language, if I am allowed to do so, and you'd forgive me for that. Apparently at the end of a long shift there, so never a bad play, just zipping it on net from the top of the circle, and never know what can happen. So Van Hoot Cachero, whose great-grandfather invented Van Hoot coffee, I've been told, so there's a little bit of water cooler talk for you around the coffee shop tomorrow morning. Botterill has played incredible so far here for U18 Canada Red. Law now battling with Krug, who in my opinion for Finland has been their best player today. Krug. A head player pass. Bobbled a little bit by Lundstrom in neutral territory. Played for Luco this year at Lundstrom. 4 points in 10 games. She'll be heading to Cortan in 22-23, that outstanding Finnish elite women's program. Hot on the tape for Trudeau. A rolling puck, and it's going to bounce back into Canada territory. As Van Hoot Cachero's circling and trying to shake off the blue sweater that's been riding her hip pocket. About 80 seconds or so remaining in the opening period at the Markin McPhail Center. Calgary Olympic Park, the WinSport facility. Just a gorgeous, jaw-dropping experience when you walk up and you walk in and you come and look at all the banners and all the history and the heritage. Just make you so proud to be Canadian when you look at all those banners from all the programs over the years. Just an honor. This facility will also be host to a Muay Thai event on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, which our HN Live crew will also have, as we're doing double duty in this facility with the rest of the weekend with the women's games as well. So 35 seconds remaining. Canada up 2-1, looking for more. Shot blockered into the corner by Vari. And up on it is Ullman. That beautiful under the bar tuck a few moments ago to make it 2-1. The Beaver tap waiting for it in front. And now Pickenhagen has some open daylight. Pickenhagen fires. Trying to pick a corner there. Hit a couple bodies. Ullman doesn't want to keep it in. She elects to regroup as the dying seconds of the open period has been a pretty good one for the Red Sweaters, as Finland will look to regroup after getting the game's opening goal, and a couple after that has Canada up 2-1. 13-5 is the shot tally. Stay with us, won't you, we'll take a short break for the remainder of this one. You are watching the U18 Summer Showcase between Team Canada Red and Team Finland on hockeycanada.ca. We'll be back. And welcome back inside the Markin McPhail Center on hockeycanada.ca. I am Dave Dawson with our HN Live broadcast crew. Thank you so much for spending your evening with us here in beautiful Olympic Park, Calgary Olympic Park, the WinSport facilities. And it is 2-1 for Team Canada Red. There are 3 programs in this U18 Summer Showcase: Canada White, Canada Red, and Team Finland. And they are making one roster for the Canada-USA series that begins Wednesday the 17th. We are very excited about that, and we'll have those games for you as well on hockeycanada.ca. Finland opened the scoring. It was an unassisted goal by Emma Lapalainen at 5:06 of the first, and then tying it up was Venucio for Canada. The assist going to Jordan Baxter. And then at 14:42, it was Sydney Ullman who ripped it under the bar to make it 2-1. And that is where we stand. Chris Colwell, Ron Radke, and our entire HN Live broadcast crew along with you for the rest of the way here today. It's Canada, more pressure on. Venucio at the point. Walks it ever so smartly with Ullman there as well. Sends it deep for Aubin. And Ullman now firing short side. Whistles wide of the net on the goaltender Vadi, who at about the 10-minute mark, I would imagine, is going to be tagged out by Kurtu Kuya Halkola. And on the other end, it'll be Hannah Clark who will come in for Canada. And Finland now. Numbers as Canada's changing. Salainen, though, is going to take the path through neutral territory. Leaves it there for Emma Ikoluma, number 10 blue. And we will hang on her, Mr. Radke. You're the man. 21 games for Karpat this year. She did 7 goals and 12 points. Emma Ikoluma, number 10 for Team Finland. 9 players who played in that World Championship program. They brought along with them where they won bronze back in USA in the middle of June. Canada now. Grober plays it along there for Serdachny. Serdachny, her line mate, blows a tire, but great help there and speed with Law. And that'll be a stoppage of play. As we have a look, not going to tell you, I'm not going to lie, these no numbers on the shoulders are causing me some difficulty. Abby Stonehouse from London, Ontario, whose birthday is 4 days after mine. Played 29 games for London in the OWHL this year. 12 goals, 22 points. Pretty good numbers for that young lady, I'd say. In behind now, slowed down by Glover. And out comes Canada. Stonehouse waiting for that touchdown pass. She comes back and breaks the play up. Serdachny makes sure her team's onside, and that puck had eyes. Boy, did that escalate quickly, and it's going for J-Bar. That did not miss by much. Law now. Hot across, right on the tape. Datavio fires, and Vadi with another glove save with some pushing and shoving in front. Yeah, not bad for Venla Vadi, whose birthday's 10 days before mine. Just want to make sure you're aware of that. Who's going to be playing in Cortan in the fall 22-23. 908 save percentage for Kieko. She was on loan there this year, played a couple games. Did Venla. Off the draw, puck right in front, makes a kick save again. And Vadi has been very, very good for Finland this evening. Or this morning, if you're watching from Finland. Or wherever you are watching from, whatever day part it could be. And tight, shot is blocked. Going after it again is Jordan Baxter. Now behind the net. Players without a stick, one of the Finnish defenders. That's number 3, Nellie Anderson, without a twig. Our statistician extraordinaire, Chris Colwell, just showed me it's 5:03 a.m. in Helsinki, so shot for the point. Rebound! Oh, what a nice save by Vadi. In tight. Getting the pillow down and kicking that one out as they wake up in Helsinki to a nice kick save. It is going to be a tripping call coming up against Canada. So Finland will have the game's first power play. There isn't a stat that Chris Colwell can't research or come up with. That's what I've learned about him in the 1 year that we've been working together, and I've been very, very grateful to have him on my hip pocket for a lot of the season. Emma Venucio as Canada's opening goal. Plays it along the glass, and it could be a break. And it is. Down the wing. Lets it go, and that one just missed the net off the stick of Caitlin Kramer. And it's going to come all the way back down into the Canadian zone. And on it is going to be Jill Hennessy. Played for Nepean this year in the OWHL. Finland, 30 gone in the power play. And here they come. It's Kutula. Kutula wants to set something up here, and if you're a Finland fan, you love that. One-time shot. What a kick save by Glover. Had the ice hockey for Nintendo stick corked on that one, and she got everything that she could on that release. Kruk sends it on the half wall for Tolinen. Cut off and zipped out of the zone. All the way back down into finished territory with a minute gone on the player advantage. And Kruk back there. If there's Dave Dawson has any say on a player of the game, I think Two Blue might be one of my picks. Good stalwart defender for Finland. She has been excellent. And behind the net, Tolinen looks on as Finland looks to break out with 30 left on the power play. A nice PK so far for Canada Red. No, it's not redundant. There is Canada red and white in this event if you're tuning in for the first time. Shot right into the breadbasket of Glover, who hangs on for the face-off off of the stick of Sina Varjonen from Paimo, Finland, whose birthday was 6 days ago. No, I'm not making this stuff up. It's beautiful how that works out. 27 games played for Cortan this year, a goal and 4 points. Also played 5 games in that bronze medal victory team, one of 9 players who made the trip to Canada on that event in the U.S. So, but a Baker's dozen remaining on the power play. Shot for the point, deflected, rebound, score! They're going to say it went in. Even Charlotta Lundstrom, who put it in, is confused in front. She's not sure if it went in or not. I'm not sure how often I've seen that before. The player who scored was confused. So the officials will confer to try and get the right call here. They're at center ice talking it over. So just making sure it's a key moment in the game here, and they're gonna, what are they gonna signal? Because they did signal goal. And the game of hockey happened so quick, and now they waved it off. So good on the officials for taking the time to get the right call. There are no medals at stake today, no championships to be awarded, and it's a development camp, so good on them. Excellent job by the people in stripes today. Varjonen from the point, 2 left on the power play. Penalized play out of the box for Canada Red. Now Lundstrom. And a nice little touch, and Canada's out. They may have numbers, but they do have speed. Down the wing. And knocked off if it was Lunny. Grober gets bumped into the boards, and now Lundstrom, who scored that goal, no goal, just a few short seconds ago. Serdachny back there, takes a quick look, hits the official. Bad bounce for Canada, but could be beneficial for Finland here if they can make something of this possession opportunity. Again, it's really been all Canada on the possession arrow. Finland has had moments, but their goal was scored on a rebound, and Aubin, that puck a little bit too far for her. She almost chased that one down as some of her line mates are changing. And Law has it, cycles it in front for the streaking Stonehouse. Couldn't get a stick on it. It hit her skate. She's got it now, though. Leaves it for her line mate. That's McDonald. The backhand pass to Serdachny. Backhand Trickler misses the cage. Stonehouse now with Law. Law walks in and fires that one right between the glove and the earlobe. Just whistled by and over the net. Serdachny steps in, protecting the puck, now knocked down. Play will continue. We've only seen 3 power plays in 4.5 minutes of hockey so far. So some clean hockey as well. Canada was, to my recollection, 1 for 2 on the power play yesterday in their 4-2 victory against Canada White. Lead pass, Stonehouse has a chance. Stonehouse fires, scores! Abby Stonehouse, the London product, makes it 3-1 for Canada. A nice heads-up play, a long lead pass as Finland was changing, and Nellie Anderson tried to come in and make sure that she knocked Stonehouse off of the puck, but a great center of gravity protecting the puck, forced it into the net over the right shoulder of Vadi, and Canada now up 3-1, shot 17-8, 13-5 after 20 minutes, so pretty much even. No, 5-3, excuse me. Here in the second frame. DeTavio now. Crossed up was the goal scorer, Lapalainen, and she's going to fire it right back in. DeTavio. Not a big fan of her options, and Finland has got a pretty decent forecheck going on. Now Canada on the back pedal right now with the rolling puck, and they're going to ice it. So after a goal allowed, a good momentum shift for Finland to get a O-zone face-off, and let's see what they have to do for it. As we have a look at Nana Timonen, who has just headed off the ice, and that's going to be Evelina Katula from Helsinki. 7 games played for Akatemia this year, 7 points, including 5 goals. HIFK Akatemia. Now Karanen leaves it there for a teammate, Talinen. Near in the midway point of the second period here at U18 Summer Showcase. Karanen's got a back pedal. Talinen and now Kruk. Kruk, a soft play gently through the middle to make sure she has an opportunity to change, and made sure to cross the stripe and didn't want to ice it. And now here's Van Hoot Kachero over the line. Van Hoot Kachero, and the blocker save by Vari. Just got a piece of it. Canada's got to be careful at their own bench not to get too many players on the ice penalty. Now Venucio up there, a nice little shimmy shake to send that one down the ice. And that's going to be Finland icing it. Well, there's a look at Katula again, factored in quite a bit. Stands 5'7", one of the taller members of this program. There's a lady who's 6 feet tall, that's Kokora. As well as a 5'9" Nella Bird, too. Off the draw, zipping it. That one low blocker and wide off of the stick of Jill Hennessy. A goal and an assist yesterday for number 46 in red. Now, Venucio deflected, and that one almost was a double deflection, it looked like, from my vantage point. Did not miss the net by much. Right point for Venucio. Leaves it there. Shot is blocked. Hennessy will get another attempt at it. She drops it off for her teammate Venucio. She's been excellent today too. Shot through a screen, hits a leg and goes wide. I've absolutely loved the play of 27 red. Activated from the backside. She's been smart defensively. Really, really high hockey IQ. Canada looks like they're working a power play here almost. Is there some positive zone time in the Finland zone? As Venucio watches that one, retreat back into center. The Toronto, Ontario product. It's going to go off on a line change after an incredible shift. And now, looks like Finland might have iced it, and that's what Glover thought too, but officials waved it off. And a break for Canada. Down the wing, it's going to be a 2-on-1. Firing, and a nice save off of the stick of Ashley Allard from Renfrew, Ontario. Good burst of speed. Picked her spot that she wanted, but Vari made a nice little blocker save. See a 2? I'm going to guess that's Ashley Allard. It is, from Renfrew, Ontario. 30 games played for Nepean this year, 8 goals, 18 points in the OWHL U22 Elite. Drawn to the right side of Glover. Stick goes flying through the air. Serdachny now. Serdachny, bloodlines in hockey go deep. Right wing pass. Aben now, trying to get it through the defender's legs. Serdachny, the aforementioned. Owen has room in front. Side of the net. They score. What a great effort by Serdachny to force the puck at the net. And her teammate buries it on the far side, and it's 4-1 Canada. Is that Lunny, I believe? Not sure if it is. Yeah, looks like Lunny, 21 for red. So they're going to make a goalie change, I think, here. They blew the in-house buzzer. No, yes, they did already. Cool. I'm writing down the stats with my buddy Chris Colwell, trying to make sure we get everything right. So Hannah Clark in between the pipes, and now we have Kuya Halkola in between for Finland. So after an opening goal by the Finnish squad at 5:06, it's been 4 straight for Canada Red, and they're on the attack again. Law puts it in front. Stonehouse was there in support as well. Had Botterill streaking to the net, and boy, did she have some great chances in the first period. I've loved Botterill today too. Grober now. Regroups. Trying to find that open lane in front for that bumper position, that trigger shot, but Finland wouldn't allow it, and now they're going to bring it in and dump it down. As you see, pass on your screen is Hannah Clark. We'll get to her stats when we have the opportunity at a whistle, if there is one, in the Canada zone. There hasn't been a whole lot, but if you're a Finnish fan, you'd hope that there was. Stonehouse. If you're a Canada fan, which predominantly the viewers, I imagine, will be, and we'll get her stats pretty quick. Either goalie stats. And because it's probably going to be Finland first, I'm not going to lie. As Law brings it into the zone. Law turns around, hits the skate of the Finnish defender Nelly Berg. Nelleberg, that is, pardon me. Into neutral. Varjonen. Now down the wing. Nice little move. Trying to turn and fire. Lost her momentum on it, though, and Finland a chance to clear. And they're going to settle it down and try and start something up here. Salonen on the wing, plays it for Ojala. Excuse me, it might be a Finnish face-off in the Canada zone, first of all. And the goaltender has lost her stick, Hannah Clark. So it could be a bit of a break here for Finland, if they can get the puck at the net. It's caught in the netting, too. So a goalie's worst nightmare, lost without a stick when it's caught in the netting. That takes a lot of time out of the net to get it out. It's not just going and reaching for it. That takes at least 4 or 5 seconds to try and work it through. And now she gets it, and we'll have a chance to talk about the Finnish goaltender stats. That is Kerttu Kuya Halkola. Played 2 games for Jiki in the Suomo Sarja Finnish series. She was 1-1, 353 goals against average, and an .851 save percentage this year. So I was doing my research. It's so cool just to be able to look at the international game where you quite often see a number of players on loan to different programs, maybe a bit unfamiliar, probably more like a call-up as Canada whacking away at it in front, as you do see major junior to junior A, junior B, junior A, etc. A similar idea in international hockey, and there are quite a few swaps that you do see in some of those programs as Canada's offside. So that was pretty familiar as I was doing my deep prep dive last night. As we have a look at number 46, that's Jill Hennessy. Talked about her a little bit earlier on there, from Mississippi Mills, Ontario, 5'10", one of the taller players on this Canada program. Now Van Hout-Kachero into the skates, Pickenhagen. Will chase it down in a foot race with Tuli Talinen. Hout-Kachero steps up on it. Got a path. Van Hout-Kachero. And Pickenhagen trying to go back door, but Finland has that read like a book. They're not allowing any of those backdoor plays. Canada's been trying to open that umbrella up a little bit, but it ain't raining in Finland. And it goes all the way down, and we'll call that an icing. So 6:05 remaining here, 6:06, 24-8 the shots in favor of Canada, and they have a 4-1 lead. So we'll have a look at Lunny, who did get the last goal for Team Canada. That is Abby Lunny. She's from North York, Ontario, committed to Nipissing University in 23-24 with U Sports. Played for Central York in the OWHL this year, 14 games played, 8 goals, 9 points. Canada off for the draw. And it's Pickenhagen, walks over the line. Lunny there to help out. At the point, Ullman sends it deep again. And cycle. Get some open ice, wear it down. Hopefully get a power play if you're a Canada fan. And the one power play in this game, and it went to Finland. Open ice, firing, scores! What a goal by Piper Grober. Did a whole lap around the Finnish zone and then let it rip top shelf and beat the goaltender Kuya Halkula, and it's 5-1. From my vantage point, it looked like it hit the crossbar, but it might have hit back bar. And again, I'm center ice about 10 rows back, and I'm not watching your screen, and I'm sure you probably obviously got a better viewpoint than I did, but so 5-1 is the score for Canada. A nice tuck. Grober had an assist yesterday, now she's got a goal as well. Canada once more, 5 and change remaining in this one. In the second, that is. Regardless of the score, we'll do overtime. 5-minute 3-on-3. That should be something special. And here's Trudeau at the point, pitch and catch. Excuse me, that's all banned, not 53, 33. My apologies. Grober out there. Ben whacking at it, frees it up. Centering pass, she was calling for it, but a good defensive play to break it up by number 11, Evelina Katula. She's had a good game today, too, for Finland. Just haven't really been able to get any offensive opportunities. It's been fairly difficult for them. And let's see if they can start it up here. Lead pass is broken up. Off of the stick of number 6, Erika Kankunen. At the point for Canada. McDonald, return pass in close quarters. Trying to free it up. Stonehouse walks in and stoned by the goaltender. What a glove save by Kuya Halkula. Cool, calm, and collected. And hangs on for the faceoff. Excuse me, that's very still. I got to give credit where credit is due, Chris Colwell. I thought they made a goaltender change. They didn't. So my apologies. Canada changed. Finland didn't. So Vari makes the glove save. See, I didn't see the goaltender leave the net. So that was my mistake. So Vari is the goaltender that still remains in between the pipes for Team Finland. So you know Halkula's stats anyway. That's the important part. Centering attempt. And Vari makes the save. Finland, a break the other way. Centering pass and a nice stick check to break that one up by McDonald. And Stonehouse has another opportunity. Stonehouse walking in. Robbed a couple moments ago by Vari. To the point for McDonald. McDonald drops it for Stonehouse. Stonehouse fires, blocked, uncorks it again. Hits a body, and in a bad way for Finland is Tiili Karanen. Blocked a couple of those shots, and she is still hanging on. She wants to get off to the bench as soon as she can. She takes a quick peek, but is aware that she needs to hang on there momentarily. We'll send it down the ice, and we'll see if this is the pass she can get to the net. Again, or the bench. Again, that long change in the second period as Dotavio steps by the Finnish defender. Dotavio, Van Hoot Kachero, and that one shouldered away by the goaltender, Vari, and no problem. So number 18, finally, they're able to make a line change. And a soldier-esque shift for Karanen. I have to give her that. Hats off to her. A couple of shot blocks there and staying with it. As staying with it is Vari. We'll see if Finland does make a change for the third period. Customary in these development camp type events. And it's Berg for Finland. Tell the fatigue settling in a little bit here after being on the back pedal for most of this hockey game so far. And speaking of fatigue, never mind. Here comes Finland out in front and can't get a stick on it. Right there was Charlotta Lundstrom. She's been around the net this second period. If you're just joining us, there was a goal she maybe thought she scored. The officials conferred over and got it right and waved it off. And since then, it's been all Canada. 3 goals in the second, and they're looking for more here as Vari makes sure to hang on to that for the faceoff. Drawn to the right side of the Finnish goaltender. Venucio lets one rip. Hits at a body in front. Doesn't reach the cage, but can she ever uncork it? Absolutely ridiculous. And here's a break for Finland. A nice back check again by 27 red Venucio. What a great game for her before Cancun could do any damage. Kari, her shot is deflected and Canada brings it out. Down the wing, it's Pickenhagen. Pickenhagen 2-on-3 towards the net. Wraparound attempt and not able to get it. A hard shot on the goal. That one whistles wide as well. Anderson now plays it around the Canadian defender. Canada gets possession one more time. In the broken record today, it's Hennessy. Less than a minute to go here in the second period. Venucio waiting for it in front. Her teammate took a shot instead. And a nice save by Vari, and out comes Finland in a foot chase after it. Number 19, Kabora. Out comes Canada, 30 left on the clock. Centering pass. Nobody able to get a shot, and good stick work to get it a harm's way by Salonen. Quietly had a nice game today as well for Finland. Hemmed in their own zone. Kruk looks on, asking for it, and she's going to try and get it out, and she will. Kruk has been very, very good for Finland today. Aino Kruk, and that'll do it for the second period of play. Shots on goal, 30-8 in favor of Team Canada. That's 3 shots in the second for Finland and 17 for the Red Sweaters. 5-1 it is after 40. Stay with us. We will return to the Markin McPhail Center shortly. You are watching the U18 Summer Showcase from Calgary, Alberta on hockeycanada.ca. And welcome back to the Markin McPhail Center at Calgary Olympic Park, the Winsport facility, the home of Hockey Canada franchises. I am Dave Dawson on HockeyCanada.ca, partnered up with HN Live, our fine folks at HN Live for this event. And Chris Colwell, Ron Radke, your team. It is 5-1 after 40 minutes. 17-3 were the shots of the second in favor of Canada, who scored 3 goals, and they are looking for more. Vary makes her way back into the pipes again for the third, so I am guessing in the game tomorrow that Kuya Halkula will probably get the start. That's just my potential guess. Shot cross ice. Stonehouse keeps it in at the line, was absolutely robbed at the late stages of the second period. She has more now, plays it around for Ullman, who ripped one under the bar already. Ullman blows a tire, giving a chance for Finland, but 3 red sweaters make sure she has no more real estate that she'll find. Continued pressure on, though, as Finland gets a little bit of support. Saljonen sends it across, and now sticked ahead, and it's a break for Canada. Battling, and Stonehouse couldn't get any further, and out comes Finland. Berg almost pickpocketed by Baxter. Berg now walks over the line. She'll try to get it deep, but a red sweater was there, and could be a breakaway pass. I thought there might have been daylight in behind the defender for Canada's number 29, Alexia Law. Alexander Law. It says Alex on my roster, so why don't we go with that, Dave? I'm going to stop right there with Alex, and on the other roster it does say Alex. So we'll go with Alex. Grober at the line. Return, Baxter, a little bit too far ahead of her. Shot kicked into the corner by Vary. Venla Vary. In front, a shot off the stick of Trudeau is blocked. More pressure on by Canada. On the backside, she'll elect to regroup. Baxter does. Plays it far side. Shot just whistles wide again. Canada, more and more pressure on. Grober has one already today. Has the last goal actually in the game, for that matter. And the lone goal for Finland all the way back in the first will dump it into Canada territory. That was Emma Lapalainen. Now Kari trying to go around Trudeau. Gets tripped up, no penalty. Canada can walk in undetected, and Heidi Kokora makes sure that didn't happen. But a nice back check to break it up. Kari can't get a shot away. At the point, battling for it and losing her balance is Kankunen. And out comes Canada. It's McDonald. Down the left wing side, Taya McDonald, whose birthday was 1 month ago. I just want to make sure I get the birthdays in there because moms love them. And when moms watch, you want to make moms happy, right? Katula and parents. My mom's watching, that's why I said that. But parents overall, moms and dads love that stuff. My mom did text me in intermission and said, good job, son. So anyway, I'm going to put that thought to bed as Anderson backhands it in. Goes to neutral, and Canada has to tag up. Here's Finland. Had to take it on her backhand was Lemhaus. Allard now. Bumped by Anderson, centering attempt into the skates. Aubin. Looking for a recipient on the return pass. Standing her player up of the line. Very, very neatly was Datavio. Now Allard. Toe drag short side. Puts that one wide. Vanut Cachero keeps it in. Ooh, a lot of time there to work with was Allard, but she battled the puck. Venucio, maybe my pick for player of the game for Canada, maybe. Loved her today, and she's trying to step in on the backside. Finland, for what it's worth, has done a really good job not allowing that cross-ice pass, that cross-seam pass, which a lot of hockey teams, they love to do to get that one-timer. And Finland, even though down 4, has done that really well today. Venucio sends it in deep. Law back there to pick it up. Takes a head up, sees her line mate changing. Deja vu, it's Botterill streaking from the bench and onto the ice. Well, that happened in the first period. It was almost a goal. Botterill, that couldn't get her the puck. Knocked out of the way. Venucio now sends it across. Whacked at it, and that one goes wide. Stonehouse. Only one shot so far in these 5 minutes for Canada. Only one shot in this period, for that matter. Ullman. Just going to cycle it deep. Stonehouse trying to walk in. Toe drag, fires, and it just missed the target. Looking for the high blocker side. Now Law trying to shake her off. Forces her way in front, and a nice save. Rebound. Vary standing tall with bodies in the blue paint. And a dangerous place to bring the puck, and a nice save. Another one, Vary, keeping her team in it here in the third. A couple of fatigue plays, I will call it, is maybe some mental mistakes hampering Finland right now. Is difficult to exit your zone when you're taking the path to the front of the net, and Vari had to bail her teammate out. But a good back check there. Baxter hard on it. Make sure that it goes deep. Trudeau down there, pressure on. Trying to get it in front again. And Anderson keeps it to the corner. Baxter whacking away at it. Trudeau. If you're Finland, you got to find some sort of momentum to gain, to get it out of your zone one, get an offensive draw two. But for Canada, this is exactly the way they want to play it. And here's the break maybe for Finland. A 2-on-1, trying to get it across. Can't get it over to Pelkonen. A great job by the Canadian defenders to break it up. Great shift for Baxter, as Grober was in to help out as well. And red changes. Both teams will. Kankkunen. Long lead pass on the backhand of Kokora. It'll go back there with McDonald. And now picking it up for Canada is Pickenhagen. And he'll watch it go around as Serdachny. Serdachny massaged. Oh, it's not Serdachny, excuse me. She was on the backside of that one. Pickenhagen. Short side, trying to bring it in front. Red sweaters abound, but can't get a shot away. McDonald past her. We'll have to send it across. That is Serdachny who's trying to bring it along. Two blue sweaters there. Has help, though, from her teammate, Kramer. Putting it into the high slot, but no help. So Canada, really lopsided 5-1 lead here, as Vari will hang on to that for the face-off. Is if you're Finland, you look to regroup again for tomorrow when they take on White in the late game, in the early game. Will be a pair of National Women's Development Program games. The women's national team, 4 squads, trying to make one 25-player roster for the Women's World Championships in Denmark on 15 days from today. So 2 weeks tomorrow, for that matter. And here comes Finland. Trying to muster something up here. Nice little move, but great defensive play to break that up. Canada just too strong today. The gold medalists at the U18 Women's Worlds in America in mid-June. Finland won bronze. Detavio walks in, has a screen, and hits her teammate on the wrist. Thought it might have caught her in the hip, but maybe it was in the hip. She definitely knew right away. It did not feel good. Ben, I believe that is, who got the shrapnel. She's no worse for wear, but make her way back in the play and try to shake it off. And now she'll find her way to the bench. And for the Hannah Clark, the blue goaltender, trying to stay sharp. Only 3 shots in the second, and our Chris Colwell statistician, hopefully he can confirm for me, as the puck on the side of the net. How many of those were on the goaltender Clark and not the goaltender Glover? Not one shot? There hasn't been a shot since Glover was tapped out by Clark? Okay. So yeah, it's a difficult task for a goaltender to try and stay in the game. 6-0 are the shots in the third period here in favor of Canada. And they have more pressure on. Venucio with Ullman. Venucio's offering. Whistles wide of the net. And Finland in behind, a rolling puck. We'll try to get something going here. And that's not going to help. Those passes, normally you should go tape to tape, but again, in these situations, when you got players on your hip pockets, you don't often have the ability to make them as crisp as you want. Stonehouse, speaking of hip pocket, pretty aggressive there in the forecheck, right in the rearview mirror, and Ullman will send it along to Stonehouse. She's got Law on her wing. Stonehouse just takes the option in the corner and will cycle it down, and why be as aggressive with a 5-1 lead? And arguably, it's right now to making sure the mechanics are proper and making sure your gaps are sound, you're not giving up odd player rushes, things like that, just being responsible. That the coaches are evaluating as the puck scoots out in front. Finland tape to tape, and they're on their way out. Katula with 3 red sweaters before there's a path to the gray one in the net. And frustration for Finland is still no shot in the third. Turning around, trying to will something at the net, and they are going to get a power play as soon as Canada touches the puck. They're going to call it a tripping call. So Finland has had 1 power play already. Was unsuccessful, and let's see what this one can do. As Ullman, the penalized player, off to the box. Finland will see what they can do with this. 2 minutes or less. As we're having a look at Tuli Talinen, lead the way to the faceoff dot. Again, Finland scored at 5:06 of the first. Puck that was swept along and into the net past the goaltender Glover on, I believe, was a rebound. And since then, 5 unanswered goals for Canada. And Kruk at the line sends a return pass to her teammate. Nothing but red. Serdachny will happily just pin it against the boards to kill some clock. No need to be aggressive on the other end of the ice. Past the midway point of the third period, and Canada got a handle on this one. So Team Canada white and Team Canada red played yesterday, and here's a break. Down the left wing side, it could be a breakaway. A nice move, and Vary made the save on that one. Grober blockers into the corner. A nice play by Morgan Jackson from Courtney, BC. Played for Vancouver. Number 25 red did for 32 games played for Vancouver's BC Female AAA U18 League. 24 goals and 38 points in 32 games as she heads off on a change. So out of the right side of RE, one cleanly by Canada. McDonald's going to send it deep with a buck left on the Finland power play. Trudeau now will happily just use up some clock. As Pelkonen plays pitch and catch with Berg, and it's been that kind of game for Finland. It really has. And dumped in now. Hard after it one more time. So a great showcase of the Team Canada program that they were expecting, I'd imagine, as Red victorious yesterday 4-2. Suffocating. They were 4 for 4 on the penalty kill yesterday as well. Kruk, no luck carrying it over the line. And if Two Blue doesn't have any luck bringing it at the net, then yeah, it's been that kind of game for Finland. Let's see what they got left with about a baker's dozen, and way less than that now. Canada's going to bring it out. Nice little inside-outside move, but the defender slowed up the progress of Hennessy, who has it again, plays it in front. Can't hit Pickenhagen. Utkachero. And Utkachero plays it down deep. Lonnie calling for it on the backside. She felt she was wide open. Centering pass in front, and Lunny on the 1T. Too much traffic, no success on that one. Pickenhagen bumps her player, Kruk. Battling 2 Canadian players as well. Centering attempt for Pickenhagen, trying to bring it in front. Oh, what a save by Vary. Pickenhagen in tight. Dingle dangle, couldn't bury as she got it around. That was my old move in Xbox NHL 2005. Right out of my bag of tricks, and she couldn't get it around and pop it in. Nice save by Vary as Pickenhagen goes off on a change. Somehow she was able to protect that puck in her feet, slide it along the ice, but unsuccessful and couldn't get it by Van Laveri, the Finnish goaltender. So 11 shots to nothing here in the third for Team Canada, 41-8 in total. Allban, the no look, no catch pass, and it's a 3-on-1 now for Finland. Walking in, firing, and that is blocked. Still, no shots on goal for the goaltender, Hannah Clark. Walking in, firing, scores! And out the other way, Lunny buries it for her second of the game at 6-1. on their 42nd shot of the game. Lunny gets her second and the 6th goal for Team Canada Red. Botterill chokes down on her stick. Chokes up, I should say, and then in order to get that pass. The things you notice, the little tiny things that are fun about the inner workings of the game. Usually reserved for a face-off, and now right in front! Couldn't connect. Grober put it right to Stonehouse, and I believe Vary maybe got a piece of that as well. Our statistician, Chris Kowal, has provided me with some information that likely came from the Hockey Canada brass, that since that goal was waved off for Finland, they have not had a shot on goal. And that has got to be mentally pretty defeating. But for Canada, hats off to that defensive prowess. That's sensational. Puck just goes past Kari. And now just to be able to keep the field for the puck, Clark out there to play it. Oh, and a big bump. And that is going to be a penalty call. As Heidi Kakura got knocked down. So it'll be Team Canada going to the box. Finland 0 for 2 so far. And Trudeau's asking for an explanation from the official, but unfortunately, unlike the goal that was waved off earlier on, the one's not going to be overturned as Salonen lines up for the draw. 25 games played for TPS this year. 13 goals, 17 points. Also had a goal and 3 points and a bronze medal at the U18 Worlds. This will be a big one if they can get one here, Finland. Short side shot, save, rebound. Their first shot of the third period and first shot in the last half of this game. At the point for Kruk. Fires, it scores! My pick for the Finnish player of the game has been great defensively, and Kruk, the big windup and the big bury on Finland's second shot in the last half hour. It's 6-2, and it's a power play marker. I have really loved what I've seen out of Aino Krug today. Also part of that bronze medal program, 10 players from that roster, not 9. Canada looking to get that 5-goal lead restored as Finland, I imagine now, just working for tomorrow as Kramer. But a lot of hockey left to be played. That's the optimist in me. Optimism is my addiction. Out of many things in the world that we can be addicted to, I choose optimism. So if you're Finland, that's a goal a minute. So why not? But if you're a Team Canada fan, I think that you keep putting the pedal to the metal. And predominantly, I imagine the viewers on Hockey Canada's website will likely be cheering for Canada as the puck's in front. And Vary sits on it again. And a mad scramble as the player falls on top. And our Ron Radke gets you right in the living room. See what Canada player that was, and that's all right, but all the pile of Finnish players. And the important one is Venla Vary is still okay if you're a Finnish fan. Looks to be favoring her right hip a little bit, but I would imagine that she'll be tagged out by her teammate Kuyahakula, Kertu Kuyahakula tomorrow. And I hope so, because I really want to say that name. It rolls off the tongue so well. So 4 minutes gone in the third period here, and draw will be uneven, so Canada's going to get waved out of it. Or not. They just pointed at Lunny, who's on hat-trick watch. Couple of goals today. Ullman. We'll cycle it down low. Oh, and a bump from behind, and that'll bring Canada's first power play. As that will be number 20, Sophie Kari, heading to the box, who did receive a bit of a bump in the first period and Now she will head to the penalty box for Canada's first power play of the day. With 3:57 remaining. And that'll be Abby Lunny, who lines up, waiting for goal number 3. Ben battles with Berg, side of the net, trying to force it in short side. Vary was right there. Ullman, and behind. Ben circles around. Allard is with her as well, trying to direct traffic. And behind, right in front, and whipping on it, but Vary got a piece. It goes all the way down the ice. 47-10, the shots on goal. 2 shots this period for Finland. One of them a goal and a big clapper from the point from Kruk. Canada brings it over the stripe again. Dropping it off Ullman. Circles around. She walked in and ripped the top shelf from that very proximity in the opening period. That one through the crease and wide. Ullman again. Again, a lot of Finnish jerseys right in front of the net, not wanting that cross-seam pass for the one-timer. So Allard and Law switch around. Venucio expects the pass, but on the attempt, it'll bring it all the way back. Tape the tape for Law. Over the line. Half a minute to work with on the player advantage. Canada's first power play of the day. From the point, firing Vary off the stick of Van Hoot Cachero. And makes the save from Point Claire, Quebec, number 17 red. 23 games played for Lac Saint Louis on a M18 AAA this year. 6 goals, 12 points. And if you missed it earlier in the broadcast, her great-grandfather invented Van Hoot coffee. Because those are fun things to know. I like those little research tidbits. Botterill trying to find some open ice. Botterill and can't get it on her tape. Grober now maintains her footing with 10 seconds left. The give and go right in front, Grober. Botterill had a player on her backside as well to direct it out of the area that she would prefer it would have been. So less than 2. Cuddy is out of the box, and she will sit down in favor of her teammate that come on the ice in her favor. Botterill in behind. The cousin of Jen Botterill, former Team Canada superstar as well as broadcast extraordinaire. Law from the point. Shot is blocked. Now Grober plays it in Stonehouse. 90 seconds left in this one. And Grober was tied up on her stick. For what it's worth, and I've used that a couple of times for Finland because, again, hands up, positivity addict, is that if there's one thing Finland can say that they did well today is neutralizing some of that net play to the outside, some of those backdoor passes. They've got active sticks in the lane. They've had really good goaltending today as they'll get a chance at Team Canada White tomorrow at 7:15 Mountain Time. As Baxter lines up for the draw. One cleanly. In there to help out as well as Morgan Jackson. McDonald. Jackson will go after it. Botterill leaves it for Baxter. And we're in the final minute, but we will do the 5-minute 3-on-3 overtime, regardless of the score, just to showcase the skill to those who are watching, and the puck knocked down with a high stick. So we'll have a stoppage of play. Okay, it is now 4:15 a.m. in Finland, I am told by Chris Colwell. Tomorrow. Thank you. I thought it was like, we're going back in time, Chris? I'll never doubt you in your stats, but the start time for tomorrow's game is 4:15 a.m. in Finland, so in case you wanted to know that. And if we do have viewers from Finland, a very special hello to you, and thank you so much for tuning into this broadcast. It's absolute pleasure to be calling international hockey. It's something that I do not take for granted. And our staff at HN Live are very honored to be part of this international event. International hockey overall and this summer development program with Hockey Canada. It's been sensational. And we've got a lot of days left. We're only in day 2. Long way to go. We've been here for the U20 camp, the U18 for the Holinka Gretzky program, the U17 for the U17 Challenge coming up in November in BC. Some rough stuff with the line. Kruk and Baxter. Not sure if the two of those are going to go incidentals or it's just going to be Kruk. Looks like it's just going to be Two Blue, who again, my pick for the player of the game for Finland. Honorable mention to the young lady between the pipes who's been sparkling for Finland as well. And for Canada, yeah, Venusio's been great. Lenny's been excellent. Grober's been great. So many great players. All my opinion. So one more power play for Canada, but at this point it's all academic. Another kick saved by Vary, who I think this game could be double digits, if not for the sensational play of that goaltender right there. So there's another penalty called at the whistle, which since we're heading to 3-on-3 overtime, I think that will carry on. It'll be a 5-on-3 for Canada. We'll see what the officials do say, and or unless that aspect of the game gets put aside and it's just for entertainment purposes, we'll let the officials sort that out, as Canada will plan the appropriate personnel for the 3-on-3 overtime. So a great way to showcase some of the high-quality talent here for the Canada-USA series coming up next week. The National Women's Program taking part in that as well, as Team Finland has a game tomorrow against Team Canada White. And now they brought 10 players from their bronze medal team and the U18 Women's World Championships. Canada obviously beat the USA 3-2 in the final for that to win gold. Special moment for the U18 Women's Championship as well, as we're just getting confirmations from some of the officials there on what it's going to look like for overtime. So we'll pause here momentarily. Well, I will pause and just get a drink of water. We'll be back for overtime. All right, and we are back for a camp-style overtime game. There were 2 penalties towards the end, or 1 penalty, no, 2, we'll call it 2, 12 seconds before the end of the period. Finland took a penalty, and then another penalty at the expiry of the period. So a 5-on-3 instead of 3-on-3, it'll be 5-on-3 for 2 minutes, unless Canada scores twice. So it's mostly just for camp purposes, this overtime period. Naturally, a 6-2 score doesn't bring on an overtime. So anyway, now you were informed. Side of the net, Pickenhagen's in front, waiting for the rebound, swatted out of the way. And momentum will bring it back out through center. Dotavio leaves it at the line, deflected in front, and Vary again. Shots after the third, 21-2 for a 3-period total of 51-10, and now 3 shots in overtime already. So 54-10. If that is not a demo reel for the goaltender, Venla Vary, and I don't know what to tell you, but she's been excellent between the pipes today. Aubin off the draw. Minute of 5-on-3 time here to work with for Canada. Grober plays it on the half wall, looking for the return pass. Aubin goes deep to the option. They're going to cycle around. Ullman playing that tight triangle. Just disrespecting the points, giving them all that buffer out there. As long as the puck doesn't come anywhere near the net, that's the idea of Finland. They want to keep it at the perimeter. And Aubin, 30 now on the 5-on-3. Aubin leaves it for Ullman. Too far for her, and it's going to sweep all the way back out to neutral. So another positive for Finland, if they're looking for positives, is that their kill has been good today as well. Grober. Return pass right in front, and before Lunny could even think about a hat trick, Vadi got the glove on top of it. As going off to the bench there, you see Ashley Allard. Botterill on the right side of your screen. Great wheels she has. She's really impressed me in this one. So 8 seconds left on the 5-on-3, and then when there's another whistle, we'll go back to 5-on-5 until there's a whistle. McDonald on the far side looking for the far side pad rebound play. So 7 seconds left on this abbreviated 5-on-4 power play. And Varainen is waiting to come into the box. So we'll do 5-on-5 until there's a whistle, then it'll be 3-on-3. Kenora down the wing. Bumped in along the boards. Kokora, not Kenora. As Botterill takes it on the tape, cross ice, and too far. Will that be icing? Yes, it will be. So we'll go back down to 3-on-3 and bring it all the way back into Team Canada territory. There's a look at Finland. A great penalty kill for them. Almost a full 2-minute 5-on-3, and that's a positive to look at for tomorrow. Offensively, Canada has been sensational. Canada has really suffocated the defensive side, not allowed any possession time, as the goaltender Hannah Clarkson's tagging out Grace Glover has seen 2 pucks. One of them was a hot shot rocket from the point that found its way on low glove side, and Clark does all she can to remain on top of it all. The Ajax Ontario native, 8-4-3 record, a $127 goals against, a .955 save percentage, and since it's past that, 5 shutouts this season, which is ridiculous for a Etobicoke in the OWHL. Incredible stat line for that sensational goaltender. So 3-on-3 here for about 2 or so left. Canada obviously already has the victory, and overtime more just for the showcase side of things. Toledo now. Van Hout-Cachero in behind, gets knocked down and takes the player stick with her. Play continues. Is this going to be an opportunity for Canada? On the back pedal quickly with the 2 Finnish defenders. Van Hout-Cachero's got Stonehouse with her. Stonehouse tries to settle it down, bouncing around like a microwave hot dog. And Stonehouse now walks it out. What a move! Stonehouse, backhand doink. Oh, so close. And it lays there on a dessert tray. Can't pop it in. Back out to neutral again. Stonehouse unbelievable Spezza-Surrey-like move. And it goes off the goalpost. Venucio over the line. Cross now to Baxter. Baxter walking in, fires another doink, but this one's in. It's 7-2 Canada. Jordan Baxter puts it off the bar and in. 3:35 in the overtime period, so Baxter gets her second goal of the showcase. And the shots are 57-10 in favor of Team Canada Red, who will improve to 2-0 in this summer showcase so far after knocking off their counterparts yesterday in white. A score of 4-2. And white will take on Finland tomorrow. As Veronin brings it in over the line. Oh, and a nice pass and the one-time score. Oh, what a play, what a pass, and what a finish. Varjonen on the 1T. Finland has an answer back of their own. Kokora watches on and waits for the puck. Not going to regroup. The original goal scorer, the game's opening goal scorer, I should say, Lapalainen, has it, trying to bring it over. Out there with Kokora. She's going to try and go back door. Lapalainen waiting for that long pass off the stick of Berg, but can't get one. Only one breakaway goal today, and I say that because 3-on-3 usually brings that along. And that was off of the stick of Lunny, who's got two. So Canada now trying to get it in front for Datavio, but behind her. Long, slow pass. With less than 10 seconds to go. So Team Canada Red, pretty good one today. They were down 1-0 for about a minute and a half until they tied it up. And Team Canada Red, a convincing 7-3 victory over Finland at the U18 Women's Summer Showcase. Final shot tally, 57-11. Got a little bit of a dabble of some overtime period as well. Well, we'll do it all again tomorrow at 4 o'clock. I'll have both games for you from the Women's National Development Program as well as the U18 Summer Showcase game at 7:15 Mountain Time or 4:15 a.m. in Finland. On behalf of Ron Radke, Chris Colwell, the owners, Corey Bro, Calvin Bellows, the entire staff at HN Live, thank you so much for watching this Hockey Canada production of the Women's Development Selection Camp. As they're going to finish off with one team picture here, and we will step aside. Good night from the Markham McPhail Center in Calgary, Alberta. I am Dave Dawson. Goodbye.